Hello, my name is Sally and I am one of the makeup artists working with Look Fabulous Forever, which is makeup, skincare specifically designed for older faces. I'd like to talk to you today about changing seasons, and I'd like to talk about how to update your summer makeup into autumn makeup as the seasons change from summer to autumn. I don't know about you, but for me, I like when I can put my sandals away in the cupboard, get my trusty comfortable boots out and my jumpers and my scarves. I love the season of autumn. It's quite nice to just tweak your makeup and think about your skincare as well, as seasons change. There is no rule with makeup. If you want to wear exactly the same colours that you wore throughout the summer, that is absolutely fine as well. But I quite like the chance to just change up because I'm changing what I'm wearing, and because the light is changing, I quite like to change up my makeup a little bit. First of all, I just want to talk about skin. In the summer, we potentially have been away or maybe have had sun if we've been lucky. So our skin has been subjected to sun and maybe chlorine and all sorts of damage. So you might find your skin is in need of a little bit of TLC. And as autumn approaches as well, you might find that your skin becomes a little bit more dehydrated as you have to maybe switch on the heating. The central heating, it might just dry your skin out. So it's quite nice to give yourself a treat. And it's just remembering to do it. I love to use the gentle face exfoliator at the end of the summer, and try and do it weekly if you can, because that will remove all the dead skin cells and prepare your skin so that when you do apply your makeup, it goes on so much better because you've taken away that sort of layer of debris that builds up. If you've got the hydrating clay mask, now again is a really nice time to do that and to start using your mask maybe a little bit more, particularly after you have exfoliated. So that will give your skin a real boost of moisture. And when you're using your moisturizers, if you've got your hydration face serum, don't forget to use a couple of drops of this all over your face. It's got hyaluronic acid in it and it's like a moisture magnet. So it will mean your moisturizers go in a little bit deeper, work better, and it just plumps up the skin. So really nice for autumn skin to start thinking about hydrating a little bit. Now, for me, in the summer, I love to wear the Light Look Beauty Balm. And I find that this is often on its own enough for me, because you in the summer you might have a little bit of colour and you might not want a heavier sort of coverage, particularly if you're going to get very hot. But I find as the autumn comes, I quite like to switch my foundation. So I love to use the Continuous Cover Foundation, but I'm not ready to just use this. I like to mix it with, today I've got my face primer on, Smooth Like Silk face prime first. Then I've mixed Continuous Cover Foundation in shade 2 with 1 squirt of Light Look Beauty Balm in shade 1 and a little bit of primer. I've put all 3 together on my hand. And I find that gives me that little bit of extra coverage that I need in the autumn, that I didn't necessarily need in the summer, without being too heavy. So you can play around and sort of mix to get your perfect proportion. And you might find you need a little bit more of the Continuous Cover Foundation and slightly less of the Light Look Beauty Balm as the year goes on. So blusher, that's another thing that you might think about swapping. If you are warm toned and you wore Coral Pop in the summer, you might want to switch that down to something like either the Peach Cream. I'm wearing Peach Cream today, or you might like to use Desert Rose. That's quite nice if you're warm or cool. So that's quite nice. If you've lost a little bit of colour, you don't want to go too strong with your blusher, so maybe tone down. If you are cooler toned and in the summer, maybe you can get away with some of the more vibrant blushers, like Petal Pink or Raspberry Pop. You might want, again, that's Raspberry Pop. you might want to just tone down a little bit and use the Rosy Glow. Here it is, Rosy Glow, which is a little bit lighter, so a little bit less obvious. So as your skin changes, you just might want to just tone down blushes slightly. You might want to wear slightly less bronze. In the summer, I'm quite sort of liberal with my bronzer, and I like that sort of sun-kissed bronze look. Whereas in the autumn, I still use a little bit of bronzer just to give me a little bit of warmth, but I just tone it down and wear slightly less. So that's blusher. So eyes. Eyes, you can have a little bit of fun in the autumn. I always think of autumn colours as sort of russets and terracotta and greens, but if you're cooler, I think of sort of the plummy colours, sort of earthy, plummy, nice shades, and you can reflect those colours in your clothing and in your eye makeup and have a little bit of fun. Today, I actually have had a bit of fun with two palettes, with the lovely soft greens, which is this one, and the lovely warm browns. So in the summer, I often wear soft neutrals, which I just want to sort of a very light look for my eyes. That's this sort of palette. But in the winter, for me, I'm warmer. I tend to mix and go a little bit more into the warm browns and the greens. So today I've got cocoa all over my lid. And then I've used a little bit of chocolate in the crease. And then I've also gone to this palette and used some forest green in my socket line. I didn't want it to look too green, so mixing the browns and the greens together, why not have a little play mixing colours? Has, for me, it's like a softer version of green. It's a browny green, and I've done the same with my eyeliner. I've actually taken a mix and I've used the dark brown, which is the dark brown eyeliner, and then on top of it I've put a little bit of forest green, and I've then used the dark forest green shadow just to soften the eyeliner look. So I've just played around with colours. Another colour, if you're warm in autumn, to use is terracotta. That's a really nice shade. If you are cooler in the summer, you might have been wearing the pink neutrals, which is really fun. You might have been wearing the bright blues, gone for sort of brighter shades. So what I'm suggesting, maybe tweak those colours and start going a little bit more plummy. So you might want to try the soft purple trio, which is really nice. It's got aubergine, which is a lovely sort of autumnal colour. You might want to switch your brighter blues for your cool blues, which again has got a lovely, the navy colour, which is nice too. You might even want to go into the greys as well. So the lovely soft greys. You might want to use, which is a nice autumnal jewel sort of colour, deep mauve. That's a nice one too. So maybe, again, switch from the brighter ocean blue eyeliner to the navy, or use the grey, or use the lovely sort of plummy colour on your eyes as well if you're cooler. So I quite like that slightly more sultry look in autumn on my eyes, rather than the lighter, sort of slightly lighter, brighter colour that I might have worn in the summer days. Lips. In the summer, I love to wear true coral. I wear it most days. I love it because it just brightens my face, and when I've got a little bit of colour and the sun shining, I just think, wow, yeah, this is a great colour. In the autumn, it's quite nice. If you're a true coral lady, it's quite nice to switch to russet. That's a really lovely lipstick colour. Foxy lady, still got a little bit of brightness, but just a little bit softer. I today am wearing soft cinnamon. So I've got my roseberry lip liner all over, and then I'm wearing soft cinnamon, which is this one. So it's a little bit less bright than my true coral. If you're a soft coral lady, again, soft cinnamon is a nice one to try in the autumn. Rosewood is a really nice colour to wear in the autumn if you're sort of a neutral and you like to wear soft coral. And mulberry, that also suits sort of people that like soft coral. That's again a slightly softer, more neutral colour. If you're a warm lady and you love to wear poppy, which is a really warm, vibrant red in the summer, maybe think about changing and switching that to Hollywood red, which is still bright but not quite as vivid. So really nice colour for autumn. And if you like lighter colours and you're warm, you like sunset glow, consider switching to amber. So that's a really nice sort of autumnal colour if you're warm. So if you are cooler and you are a fuchsia lady, a lot of ladies love to wear fuchsia in the summer months, which is beautiful and vibrant and bright. I know it's one of Trisha's lovely summer favourites. It's quite nice to think about maybe trying something like Very Berry. That's a really pretty colour. I'm trying to find my Very Berry, this one. So that's really nice. It's still quite bright, but not quite as bright as fuchsia. And the other one is Cherry Red, that's really nice, or Monroe Red. So if you're a fuchsia lady, maybe think about those. If you love sweet pea throughout the summer months, think about moving into soft plum. That's a really nice colour. If you like to wear tulip, which is again a pretty pink, a lovely summer colour, think about maybe soft plum. And also think about mixing. If you're not quite ready to go into a really sort of plummy colour or a really earthy colour, why not mix your slightly brighter colour and tone it down with a little bit of the more autumnal colours. Have a bit of fun playing and mixing with your lipsticks. So I hope that has given you a few tips for changing, mixing, swapping colours out as the summer days shorten and autumn comes. Try and enjoy the change in maybe your outfits and footwear, and enjoy going for some lovely autumn walks. I'm going to put my autumn coloured scarf on now. I'm going to go off and kick some leaves now. If you've got any favourite makeup colours that you love to wear as the seasons change from summer into autumn, then we would really love to hear from you. Put them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the autumn evenings and days, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.